Importantly, she's also historic because not a soul on earth has ever voted for her to be president. Not in 2020, certainly not in 2024. No one's ever voted for Kamala in a primary. She's never won a delegate. But despite that, many Americans, millions in fact, are going to vote for this woman in 28 days. And they have no idea what she stands for or what she plans to actually do if she's elected. And that's where I want to start. That's where I want to start this very first night of Finnerty, with the election, because there's so much at stake. And it turns out that even Kamala is a little bit confused about the whole we like to vote for candidates here in America. Appointed, not elected, all right? She is an appointed nominee, not an elected nominee. I don't know what that means. I don't think the American people do either. A month away from the election, we have two candidates, one that everyone knows with a record that we all remember, and another in Kamala Harris who's doing something right now that I've never seen before. She's actively campaigning against her own bad policies every day. It's no taxes on tips. Let's close the border. We need to bring prices down. And my favorite, let's turn the page.
I think people are exhausted. And they're exhausted with the lies. They're exhausted with the selfishness. They're exhausted with the attempt to divide us as Americans. And they're ready to turn the page and chart a new way forward.
Yes.
And I feel very optimistic about that.
That is why I believe in my soul and heart the American people are ready to turn the page.
Okay, so we're going to get into this in just a moment, but Kamala wants to turn the page, but at the same time, she can't explain how she would turn the page or do anything differently from what Joe Biden has done for the last 4 years, which is also very confusing and another flip-flop.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact